I have a question. Where are all the good men at?
Where are all the good men? Yep, that's the question of the day.
Where are the rare breed of single Christian men of God? Where do we find you guys? I don't want to ask ChatGPT. I want to ask you guys directly. Where are the rare breed of single Christian men of God? Where do we find you guys? I haven't come across you guys in a long time. Where'd you go?
I have a question. Where are all the good men at? And I am being so serious right now. I am being for real. I want to know where the good men are at. If you're someone who dates men and also hates men, I feel like those things are at conflict. And I personally just don't want to carry that around anymore. It's too heavy, it's too much, and I want to heal from it, I want to move on. But I feel like where I am lacking and where we are lacking societally is just having these positive examples of men being good, men being safe, men being trustworthy. So if you have examples of this, I want to know about it. Please share about it, put it in the comments. Men, if you're seeing this, please chime in, please pipe in. Like, are we safe with you? How can we feel safe with you? How can we stop carrying around this hate for men, especially when we want to be with you? I want to love men so badly, and I do, but sometimes it's hard to feel safe with y'all. So where are the good men at?
Here y'all are at 45, 50, talking about where the good men at. They were back then, 20 years ago. You said he was blamed. You said he was boring. You said that you were too lit to be settled down. You were going through your whole phase. Remember that? So, yeah, a lot of y'all have already missed that boat, baby girls. Or should I say baby grandmas? Because a lot of y'all are way too damn old to be in these type of situations. And then y'all are seeking this advice from women who are still in the streets. Who still don't have nothing figured out for her damn self.
Men are fucking done. And at the same time, women at home are saying, where are all the good men? All the good men were ruined by plenty of women. They had money taken from them. They had their finances fucking crumble because of some women. They had their children taken away from them. They lost jobs. They tried to give and give and give all the fucking time. And all these women did was belittle them, disrespect them, mental abuse, physical abuse. There is so much abuse involved now that the good men are fucking done. They're not gonna sit there and listen to the BS no more. They're not gonna sit there and keep being disrespected. A man wants one thing in a relationship more than he ever wants love, and that's respect. And if you can't provide him with that, move the fuck over.
Where are all the good men? Yep, that's the question of the day. Everybody apparently is still wondering, where are all the good men? And here's the thing. If you look back, I posted about this before, but I just want to let you know as an update, the good men are everywhere. They are everywhere, sis. The problem is you either have disqualified them for your own unrealistic, ridiculous requirements, or they have been so scared from accusations, being told that they are harassing, or, you know, thinking that you want them to approach you, but then carrying on like, how dare they find the audacity to approach you? I mean, at this point, they're everywhere and they're never going to speak to you. You have to speak to them first now. So this is what you get. This is what you get when you scare men into believing that they can never be right. They can never win. They don't understand women at all. They can't even pick up cues anymore. This is what you get. You get confusion, and you get an entire generation of men who would rather be by themselves than to risk talking to you.
I figured it out. I know where all of the men who are seeking emotional connection and mental connection and spiritual connection are. Are you ready to hear where they are? They're at home. They're at the gym. They're at work. They're busy healing themselves, and they don't have any more time to be seeking out different people at bars or clubs or out in the streets, because that's not where they are. All right. If you are looking for one, find them at your local grocery store, find them at your local gym. All right. This is where they are because they are focused. They are tired of having women take advantage of them. They are tired of getting manipulated. And apparently they have all just dealt with a lot of narcissist people, and they're just sick of it. So they're not even willing to put themselves out there anymore because they're so hurt and they cannot get past certain traumas that they've dealt with. Now, I understand this, all right? And I think that's fair, but I think it's actually a really big problem that everyone's hiding, okay? Because if someone is wanting to connect, and if you want this stability or of emotional connection or mental connection, it's important to put yourself out there. And if you're constantly living in your past experiences, you're taking away so much from your present moment. So I truly understand we are all hurting. We are all still healing. I understand that it's scary to put yourself back out there, but if you're not doing so, you're just gonna stay where you are, and nothing that is meant for you is going to get to you because you are putting up this wall, staying your ass at home or hiding wherever you guys are, and you're not willing to receive what's meant for you. And I understand women do put these kind of men also in a friends list, in a friends category. And why do you think that is? Because those kind of women also are just not ready for that kind of relationship. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just a sign that that person who you wanted, and I'm speaking to the men right here, the person who you were interested in placed you in that friend category was simply just not for you. You will find your person, but the moment you do get placed into that friend category, keep it pushing, keep on trying. Don't necessarily give up just because that one woman who you wanted did not give in to what you had to offer, because you are enough. You just were not enough for her. And maybe her level is actually down here, and your level, speaking to the men again, is up here. So maybe she just couldn't come up here with you. And that's the thing. Sometimes a man can perceive that as like, he's down here and she's up here, when in all truth, it could be vice versa. All right. So if it's just not working out, it's just because you guys are just not on the same wavelength. But you are taking away a lot from your present moment because you're not allowing yourself to experience new moments because you're so focused on your past traumas, and it's so unfair. Like, I need y'all to be present, okay? Just be present and allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to meet, put yourself out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be out at the club or at the bars, because that's just not a vibe. But if you see someone, or if you feel like there's a possible connection with someone, like, make effort, okay? Because these women also do exist, and they're not gonna be out here knocking on doors, although it's tempting. Although it's tempting because you know, some actually do want a connection, but ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so put in some effort, let go of what no longer serves you, be in the present moment. All right, let it go and allow yourself to receive what's meant for you. So on that note, I hope that you were able to take something from this, and if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments.
Listen, to all you women out there that's on social media crying about not being able to find a good man, asking where are all the good men, saying shit like there are no good men left, or men in this generation ain't shit, and you 35, 40 years old now with 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let me refresh your fucking memory. About 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, that good guy that you're looking for now, that provider, that protector, he came into your life. Maybe more than once. Maybe on 3 or 4 different occasions. That man came into your life, but you cheated on him. Yeah, you remember that shit? You betrayed him. You lied to him. All right? He asked you out on a date. You agreed and you stood him up. You remember that shit? That man came into your life. That opportunity, that chance has came and left. That ship has left the dock and sunk, baby. You 40 years old with 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. You frustrated because you doing all this shit on your own because of you. Your fault. You gotta live with this shit. So don't get on social media screaming to the top of your lungs, expressing your fucking frustration about how you can't find a good man. That man came. You fucked it up, baby.
Women have a really unhealthy relationship with sex right now. When women stopped holding themselves to a standard, so did men. They ask me all the time, where have all the good men gone? Ironically, good men say the same thing. Where have all the good women gone? Women have been held on such a high standard by all healthy civilizations since the dawn of time. Women would redeem us. Women were something that we were willing to fight and die for, to protect. They brought this virtue and they brought this light and this goodness and this spirituality into the lives of men so that we would elevate them to something higher than ourselves. When women traded that for the mess of pottage that's feminism, they traded the interest of men. They were now, for lack of a better analogy, a bathroom stall that every trucker can go into and just scratch his name on the side of the wall. There's no longer that virtue to it. There's no longer that beauty that made women what they were, that gave men pause, where we'd stop and look at them and be like, I'm going to change my life for that person. When women traded that divine birthright for this bullshit feminist, fuck every fuckboy and that's what empowers you. When they traded that, they also traded the sacred nature with which men treated them.